Okay, I'm starting to record right now. So if you want to turn your video off, you can, but once again, make sure your internet is on. So we're gonna do the workout that Luis posted this morning on our Slack channel. So we're gonna start with, I'm gonna give you a little preview and then we'll get started. So we're gonna do movement prep, which of course is our warm-up. So we're going to do downward dog, some glute bridges, some lunges, some air squats, and if you can, do some jumping jacks. I can't do jumping jacks because I'm in an apartment and I have neighbors. So maybe that's something we want to consider in workouts going forward, alternatives to jumping for those of us in apartments. And then the pyramid today that we're going to get into, we're gradually increasing the reps that we're doing for different exercises, peaking at 50 reps and then going back down to 10. And then we're going to end with some regeneration, some child's pose, some cobra, some pigeon, and some 90-90 hip stretches. So Veda and Kaylani, if you're not sure what these are, make sure you watch Jazzy, Luis, or myself, and we'll lead you through it. I'm going to take the lead here, just, you know, executive decision just to keep it easy, but Luis and Jazzy, if you have any really good cues for any of these workouts, feel free to jump in at any time. All right, let's do it. So we're going to start with some downward dog first. It looks like all our faces are facing the camera, but if anybody wants to go parallel to the camera so we can see what you're doing from the side, that might be good for anyone who's actually watching this recording. So we're going to do a 30-second downward dog. So we're pushing through the thumb and the index finger. We're pushing our chest back towards our thighs. Hips are reaching to the ceiling, knees can be bent or straight. If you want to bring one heel to the ground and then the other to pedal out your feet, get a nice calf stretch, feel free. If you want to do some hip circles or bringing the hips side to side, you can do that too. Find what feels good. And for these last couple seconds, raise up onto your big toes as high as you can, and then try and bring both heels to the ground. Push through the hands, chest to your thighs. Breathe. And when you're ready, come out of it. Okay, moving on to our glute bridges. Everybody needs to be on their back. You're gonna be on your back. I think I can do this on this side. You're gonna be on your back, arms down by your side. Most of your weight's gonna be in your heels. From here, pull your belly button to your spine, push your heels into the ground, lift your hips only as high as you can go without feeling your low back. And then we're gonna go halfway down and back up. Halfway down and back up. We have 8 more of these. Make sure you're counting. And we're trying to feel this in our glutes and our butt muscles. So if you're feeling low back, maybe don't go as high. If you're not feeling glutes, sometimes they take a while to warm up. So maybe do a couple more reps than 10. Okay, if you're following me, we have 2 more. And after that last one, come all the way down to the ground. If you want to bring your knees into your breathe. All right, next one, lateral lunges. So stand up. Lateral lunges, we have 10 of them on each side, so I don't have a whole lot of room here. So you can alternate legs, or you can do all 10 on one side, all 10 on the other. I'm gonna do all 10 on one side just because of space, but do what you need to do. So we're stepping out to the side. In this case, right knee bends, left leg is straight as an arrow, hips are back, chest is up, and then we come back to center. Going at your own pace, either alternating legs or doing all 10 on one side, all 10 on the other. Both feet should be pointing straight ahead. And when you step out, both feet should be flat on the ground.
How many are we doing?
10 on each side. Make sure you're counting. All right, after you've done 10 on each side, take the feet a little bit wider. Feet about hip to shoulder width apart, toes pointing straight ahead. We've got 10 air squats. So hips are back, chest is up. When you come down, knees should be over second toe. Feet should still be pointing straight ahead. You've got 10 air squats. Make sure you're standing all the way up. All right, and after you've done those 10, looks like we're finishing up 20 jumping jacks. 20. I can't do jumping jacks in here. Neighbors. This is my low impact version. All right, everyone feeling warmed up?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Main set. As promised, we have a pyramid. So I'm gonna have to come up with a couple modifications for these because I can't do anything high impact in my department. So we have to start 10 burpees. 10 burpees, 20 planks with shoulder taps, 30 single leg bridges, so we have 15 on each side, 40 lateral lunges, so like the one we were just doing, so 40 alternating, so that ends up being 20 on each side. Then we have 50 goblet squats. So I see Veda has a kettlebell, that's awesome. If you don't have any kind of weight, you can just do air squats, but if you do have something heavy around, it could be a backpack or a water bottle, I don't know, whatever's heavy around, grab that. And then we're going to back down the pyramid. So 40 lateral lunges on each side, 20 on each side, so 40 alternating lateral lunges, 30 single leg bridges, 15 on each side, 20 plank shoulder taps, ending with 10 burpees. Sound good?
All of these shoulder taps in total or each side?
It doesn't say, so we're gonna say 10 on each side, 20 total.
Yeah, that's what I was meant for.
Yeah, and this is a good thing about doing this, right? We can kind of troubleshoot as we go along. Does everybody know burpees?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So once again, 10 burpees, 20 plank shoulder taps. So that one thumbs together, feet are wide, touching your shoulders. We'll do 10 on each side. 30 single leg bridges, 15 on each side, 40 lateral lunges alternating, 20 on each side, 50 goblet squats, then 40 lateral lunges, 30 single leg bridges, 20 plank shoulder taps, 10 burpees. I'll remind you as we go. Okay, I'll be checking in with everyone as we go along. Any questions before we get started?
Not for me.
All right, let's get to it. 10 burpees. After those 10 burpees, 20 plank shoulder taps, 10 on each side. After those 20, 30 single leg bridges, so 15 on each side. Knees should be right by each other with this one. Keep your pelvis level. Right, after those bridges, 20 lateral lunges on each side. If you can alternate, make sure you can. After the lunges, you've got 50 goblet squats, if you can, or 50 air squats if you have nothing heavy. After those 50, back down the pyramid again. 40 side lunges. All right, keep going, guys. I gotta return this chair to my living room real quick. Right now, do you mind if I use one of these metal chairs? Just check. Yeah, it's out here.
Here we go, guys.
Giving me a run for my money.
Guys. Oh.
Oh, this last one is killer. I'm done.
Good job.
Good job, everyone. Nice work.
Good thing I'm doing this outside.
Not sweating all over your house.
Yeah. That was great.
That was great. It's not done yet. We got to cool down for regeneration. We got some child's pose to get started. So big toes touch, knees are wide. Hands reach out in front, forehead down, or you can have hands down by your side. And you're just gonna breathe. Start to take deep belly breaths, breathing into your belly rather than your chest. Start to slow your heart rate down. And take one more full inhale, one more full exhale. And when you're ready, make your way onto your belly. We've got some Cobra Stretch. So you're stretched out, hands are gonna come underneath your shoulders. Relax your glutes, relax your thighs, relax your lower body and your feet, and we're just pressing up. If you want to relax your forearms on the ground so you're in more of a Sphinx posture, feel free. If you want to do more of a down dog or upward dog, excuse me, you can do that. This is supposed to be relaxing that. So relax your glutes, relax your feet, your thighs, your knees. One more full inhale, one more full exhale. And release all the way down to the ground. All right, next one, we have Pigeon Stretch. So a couple options here, pigeon or supine figure 4, where you're lying on your back. So if you're doing Pigeon Stretch, you're gonna bring your right knee in line with your right wrist. And then you want your shin as parallel as possible to the top of your mat if you have a mat. That's not going to be the case for most people. And then this might be enough, or you can come down on forearms, or you can rest your head all the way down. But we're getting that really deep glute muscle in our right hip. And take one more deep breath. And start to make your way out of it. Switch sides. This time, left knee comes in line with left wrist. Shin is as parallel as possible. And then we can stay up here. You can come down on forearms, or bring our forehead down on our hands or our forearms. And take one more full breath. And relax. Okay, last one of the day. We have our 90-90 hip stretch. 90-90. Luis, which one were you thinking of for this one?
I forget what the Exos name is for it, but kind of this one where we're kind of sitting, I guess, front leg is externally rotated, sitting at 90 degrees, and back leg is internally rotated and knee at 90 degrees.
All right. If you can get into that position, team, do it. A little similar to Pigeon. Are we holding it, Luis, or going down and coming back?
For a length of 30 seconds and or 10 breaths is usually good for the hip internal rotators here. And then when you're done, try and keep an upright posture and almost kind of hinge forward. You might feel a stretch similar to the Pigeon. If you find a good spot to hang out in, feel free to hang out there for 30 to 45 seconds. If you want to go just back and forth, if it feels a little too intense, feel free to do that as well.
All right, go ahead and take the lead on this one.
So just make sure to count your breaths. I think 10 breaths is equal to about 30 seconds. And once you find a good spot with a medium amount of tension, try and hang out there. Shin box, that's what this one is called. Right, Jazzy?
Yeah.
Shin box.
Let's try and fill one. Okay, when you're ready, slowly come out of that position. We can switch it over to the other side. Let's try and just hang out upright here, facing forward, 10 breaths. All right, and then when you're ready, sink forward for some more stretch in that left glute. For me, it's the left. All right, and when you're ready, slowly come out of it. That is pretty much it.
All right, how's everyone feeling?
Good.
Hey. Everybody keep up okay? Seems like we were all pushing it. All right, well, good job, everyone. With everyone's permission, I'm gonna post this on our Slack channel. So I doubt anybody will watch the whole thing, but people like to see us working too. So we'll do this maybe next week sometime. We'll see how it goes. But thanks everyone for calling in, and I'll talk to you soon. Stay healthy.
Bye, guys.
You guys.